You looking for some pencils? There's one in that box over there.
I got it.
Okay. Alright guys. So now, this is what I dug. This big old hole so we could fit this box in there. And we dug really deep. Well, I mostly dug. Christopher came and made the edges look all nice and straight. And then Christopher built this box, put some fence boards on. I aged them, put the metal trough in, or container, and then we put the trough on top. And now what we gotta do is continue to put all the liner pieces inside as I trip on everything. Goodness. So put all of the liner pieces in, and I weatherproofed everything, and when the wood cools down, because it's still hot outside, I'm going to caulk it and get all that done the rest of the day, and then we can test this out tomorrow. Woohoo! And now it's all put together. I weatherproofed the whole top. There's a slit for the water to drain out the bottom. So the next step now is to put doors on there, to put hinge top up here, kind of like a bench, a breakfast nook kind of a thing. And then we have little traps that we're going to set every once in a while with a block of wood so that sand doesn't just run all the way. So it'll kind of like build up in certain spots. And I think, oh, there's more dirt on the ground that we've raked and whatnot. So the height goes up a little bit for their little feet. But the good news about this is that anybody, whatever size they are, can enjoy this. So whether you be tall or be small, you can gold pan. Aren't we so thoughtful? Alright, so now what happened is we put the pipe, and Christopher has it coming up right there. That's going to go out through there. But that pipe runs all along this trench that we dug up, and it goes into through the box, and let's see, goes all the way out through there. I'll come around this way in case you can't see that way with the sun. Let's see, maybe that's a little bit easier to see, and that elbows up, and then the pipe is going to run in through there. And then we finished caulking everything, so that's all good. We're just waiting. I think we've got another hour and a half left until we can test it out. Just filled that water tank up with fresh water again. All right, well, we just got here. It's the morning. It's beautiful, and we got the tank and everything set up yesterday. The pipe and pump and everything right there, and we turned it on, and everything went really well, except for we had a couple leaks in the box. Yeah, well, one bad one and 4 little ones, and it was right over here somewhere, so right in the middle. I think it was this joint right here. It's having some issues. So, we're going to caulk it really good, and in 3 hours, we'll get to test it again. Hooray! And the tent is down again. It's super windy here. But, alright, next time you see us, hopefully we'll be testing it with no leaky poos. Alright, here it comes! slows down about right here, but it keeps going, and then around again, and out to there. And we have a couple leaks back here, which we'll fix. Then, it comes up. So we'll fix those leaks, and we adjusted the legs a little bit more. And we are excited. Chris has been also working on making some doors to cover that. I was working on some horseshoes, cutting the little nails off, the rusty nail. Doors are finished. What a beautiful job. So they just swing open and shut like so, and then you just spin this. Ugh, that's kind of tight. Ugh, I guess that's a good thing. Just like that. Ta-da! Doors.
Alright, so just to give you guys an idea how this thing works, until they get the water and the electric that's permanently at this location, what we've got is down over at this building down there, the restroom, there is a water hookup and power, and we have 100 feet of hose and cord that they will pull out each time they have an activity. They'll run it down over to this location. They don't need the water, because once the water is filled up in the tanks, we're good to go. But the power comes in right down here through a hole we drilled, okay, and it connects to this GFI protector that we installed. Come over here, open this little door. You'll notice down here that power comes in. They can either trip it and turn it off this way, or it also is there for in case of emergencies. And here's our power that comes from the pump over by the sluices, and here's our power that comes in from the water wheel. Now, the way that we rig this, it's a little windy, so we're getting some Sluice. But the pumps inside this tank has a flow control valve, so we can adjust the flow rate, which is a nice little option. And if, like we showed you before, the plumbing just goes straight up through this post, goes into a little holding tank up above, which I'll show here in a minute, and then comes down into the water wheel and just circulates itself right back into this. They're probably going to put some chlorine tablets and stuff in here to kind of help get the water clean, and then we got them this little skimmer. Now, for the in here, the sluices. What we did here is we have the same pump, same setup with the flow control valve inside here. It's inside this little cut trash can to kind of prevent and help the sand and stuff from getting in there. But we have another trash can that's cut, and that's going to collect the majority of the heavy sand and stuff so that they can shovel it out and then stick it in here or put it back into the troughs for recirculation, because it might still have some gold nuggets in there and stuff. But basically, the plumbing comes around here, and then will flow, if you can see down in there, I don't know if you can see, goes into the side of the box, and then shoots over here. And then can you get a view of that? It comes up through here, goes around down here, and then spits it into the sluice. Oh, one thing I forgot to show you, if they ever want to change this water out and drain it, we set up this little shut-off valve that you can hook a garden hose to it and drain. On this side, since it's underground a little bit, what we did is we set up this little fitting, and since none of the PVC fittings are glued together down there, they can hook up a garden hose, plug it onto the pump, and the pump itself will actually spit the water out. So, let's show them in the sluices. So right now we don't have any of the our little barricades in there, but we installed what, like 8 of these things, and you can just slide them into place. It will then trap most of the water, and it basically raises the water level in this whole thing about 3 inches, 2.5 to 3 inches. So, and that way they have control of you know, filling it with dirt, how much water flow they want, all that kind of stuff. It's fun to go. We still do have a minor little leak that we're going to recall, but I mean, other than that, that's, gee, you can't ask for more right here.
Can't ask for anything more.
Yeah. I think that's it.
That's it.
I'm going to move the sign. I want the sign moved around, but other than that, we are officially done.
Done, dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun.